yet you still have to do the fucking boring ass story. And it gets good, but it's just fuck. That game badly needs trimming down and voice acting for all of its unvoiced quests. That being said, I have not played since they did the trimming down, because they did do some trimming. I will update my opinion as I can.
Yeah. I'm still in the mindset of being the last time I was playing this, it was on a randomizer. So I opened that chest wondering, oh, what am I gonna get? What am I gonna get? Hopefully it's something good.
When in
And I'm
reality,
like, wait
you
a
don't know what
second.
you're gonna get.
Like, wait a second, I'm not gonna get anything fantastic. Not playing a randomizer. There's no chance for me to just get Ultima weapon out of some random chest. It actually happened to me in that randomizer, but thankfully, because of the option to have Keyblades rebalanced for that specific situation, it kind of sucked. Because they made it so that for like, well, say you're not super overpowered at the beginning, and you have to actually try. They nerfed some Keyblade stats.
Okay.
And made it even across the board for most Keyblades. Honestly,
shit!
I like that.
Why is Travis Strikes Again on Steam all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Has this been on Steam the whole time?
I don't think so, no.
What the hell?
Or else we would have known.
Because I'm
Or
trying
at least
to.
you and or Angelo would have said something.
Yeah, on a whim, I was just like, let's see if No More Heroes 1 and 2 are on Steam yet, because those are getting re-released soon, and I'd assume that they're gonna also put it on Steam. But no, it's just only Travis Strikes Again, the fucking weird middle chapter.
Yeah, which is weird. Why would they release that?
I don't know.
Of all things.
I hope that doesn't inform the sales of the others, because I actually really want the others to come out.
I'm sure they'll come to Steam. I think
They will.
I think Japanese studios are wising up when it comes to releasing things on PC.
Yeah.
Like Atlas, for instance.
I honestly, Atlas has been my favorite, like, I just want to point out the story of Atlas in PC has become one of my favorite video game stories, because it went from they don't even know to everyone screaming at them, put it on PC. And the response to that from Atlas fans was, stop that, stop port begging, it's pathetic, they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Followed by Atlas USA themselves coming out and going, hey guys, we want it on PC too, everyone shout for it.
Yeah.
And people continued shouting and like responding to Japanese polls, and there was a bunch of people that are Atlas fanboys, and they're like, no, those polls aren't meant for you, they're meant for Japanese people, stop. You're ruining the polls by going on them as Americans and telling them you want it on PC, you know? And it's just going on and on to the point where Angelo was on board with that mindset, and he was sending me clips of like, if you're a guy going, if you're really a fan, you'll buy it no matter where it is.
No.
And it just kept going and going and going, and it was
If you're
this
a business and you want money,
argument.
you'll put it on other platforms.
It was the situation where Atlas USA acknowledged it. They said, thank you for the support. We think we can get it done. And then it leaked that Persona 4 has a Steam database article, and I just sat back and folded my hands and watched as history ran its course. And Persona 4 Golden is the PC version is the most successful game in that series now.
Yeah.
It has made more money than any of them. And it's like, it's one of these situations of just me being so happy that I was right, and like me being happy for Atlas, and like my attitude towards Atlas making PC ports has gone from just do it to take your time, you know?
Yeah.
Nocturne PC port does not have to come out right now. It can come out whenever it needs to, because I know they're doing it, because their shareholders won't let them not do it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. This is reminding me of those blob creatures from Blackwater City.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what's great about us not getting any interaction while this is live? It makes these clips much better as reruns, because people watching them aren't going to realize they're watching a rerun. They're going to be like, oh, they're playing it live. Look at the fucking... Every time, look at the title, you know? It says it in the title, a rerun. But We still
Well,
get
I
people
failed
going. Yeah, you did. I heard that as defeat the virus, and it's like you're asking a lot of Roxas game. I don't know if he'll be able to. He's doing his best, but I don't know if he'll be able.
I don't think begging and using polls to get your point across that you want something on another platform is a bad thing.
I
Tell the
never really
developer that a lot of people are interested in that thing and that it would be released to other audience or another audience that may not have known this game series existed or have known about this game in the first place. And you're basically saying that, oh, only we deserve this game. I don't think anyone else other than me and its fans should play it. You're basically closing the door for
selfish.
any new people from coming in and joining in on the fun. That's
and
unfair.
It is difficult for developers. I won't deny that it must really suck for developers to have to develop for multiple different SKUs, but we've been through this already. This is something that the movie industry and both the movie industry had figured out multiple times over. Where I don't know if you knew this, but in the beginning, if you wanted to go see a movie, you needed to go see that movie at the theater it premiered in.
Yep.
Or else you couldn't see that movie. This brand of theater got this movie, and if you wanted to see it, you went to this brand of theater, and it never released on video.
Waited until it ended up on TV or released on DVD.
And a lot of those movies never came back. They never came out. They're lost. And we're seeing the same fucking thing happen for exclusives. If people don't get Vita emulation together, a lot of one or two good games are going to be lost forever.
Not for people like me who have modded their Vita to get any game for free, but yeah.
Right. But
people that aren't like me and super into that area of console ownership and modifying like that.
Well, I mean, developers don't really care about archiving or, remembering the history of their games.
Which is why Squeenix was fucked when it came to remaking Kingdom Hearts 1, because they deleted all of the data for it and had to start from scratch.
Yep, and a big reason for that is exclusivity. The moment you put your game on PC, it exists forever.
Yeah.
And we're hitting a point now where, it's not financially viable for developers to port to, four different SKUs now, where you have PC, Xbox One, PS4, and Switch, and mobile, maybe, but...
And now PS5 and Xbox Series X and mobile.
Yeah. We're hitting a point where that's not really viable for big developers, and small developers have to, make a project out of it. It's like... It'd be a lot better if they could just release on one system that everybody had, and I think ultimately we're going to move towards that one system future.
Yeah.
It needs to. It needs to be... I think PC is the way to go for it, but that's expensive, and that excludes a lot of people.
Wonder number 6.
But the two extremes are every game needs to come out for every system, or every game needs to come out for one system that everybody has.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is, I think the two best options for that secondary future are PC and mobile.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Yeah.
But people don't want to buy games on
Did you
mobile.
find out
So
where the train runs?
probably PC.
You can see it from Sunset Hill.
Which sucks, because actually, once you get past the free-to-play shit and, the...
Yeah, when you start paying for mobile games, you get good games.
Yeah, there's actually a lot, every
Rain,
Final
Fox
Fantasy
Boy.
game, Dragon Quest...
Yeah.
A lot of really good games are on PC.
Well, I think the
Or
big
on,
thing is
mobile. I mean,
on
not
mobile.
PC.
The main thing is just that mobile, because it uses a touchscreen, is just a worse way to control games.
Well, there is a peripheral you can get that changes it, so it's
Right.
basically a controller.
If the rumors
Yeah,
are true,
that's neat,
it'll
but
be here any minute.
versus like a PC or a console where you just control it
They
naturally.
say the
Yeah.
train is empty.
I think
No
there needs to be certain. I think PCs are getting cheaper and cheaper, and
Yep.
games are getting
And now
easier
it's
and
to the
easier
point
to
where
run.
consoles are just gaming PCs, but on a budget.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like
I think
the
the
PS4 and Xbox One, you were basically paying for a $300
To the beach next
low-end gaming PC.
Like I
Yeah,
think the
we
moment
better
we
get
get a
chopped
single
the
PC
second
manufacturer
vacation
that goes, "Hey, look, here's a PC that would normally cost $10,000,
What are you doing
or
here?
that would normally cost $1,000, we're selling it for
What do you
500
care?
bucks at a
I don't.
loss because
Tell
we
me
believe
anyway.
that all of you are going to buy it and make our money back."
We're
You
waiting
know,
Yeah.
for the ghost train.
the moment where a
Waiting
single
for the
PC works out a
ghost
deal with
train.
Nvidia and that kind of thing plays out, I think we're going to see a massive influx of people.
Yeah.
Because the
Why is
instructions
looking
went
at
from
you
here's all the
always
parts you
tick
need to
me
buy
off?
to here's this one pre-built you might like.
don't know.
You know,
Yeah. You want a
Maybe it's
PC, go to
destiny.
Cyberpower.
pretty
That
much,
easy.
yeah. It's really cheap and
Or
good.
Amazon.
Let's be friends.
Hell, even Newegg.
Mm-hmm. It's getting easier and easier.
Yeah.
I don't feel like cooperating with Destiny.
But yeah,
When have you ever
the
cooperated
point being,
with
I
anything?
think it's douchey for people to close the doors on potential new fans.
Yeah.
Cypher.
It's just, it's
I
wrong.
know.
And
Mhm.
also the fact that the company could also potentially make money. Like
Yep.
P4G.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that
It's-
made a
it's a win.
shitload.
It's a win-win porting your game to PC, or to other systems in general. And that was a big thing that like hurt Japanese game developers in the PS3 360 generation was
Yeah.
that just
It's really
porting
true.
to multiple the system that was popular in Japan was the PS3, and not as many
What's the
people owned
catch?
those as they owned
Gotta be
360s.
a
You know,
catch, right?
Yep.
uh,
This
so
is why we got stuff
Then it's
like Blue
real?
Dragon.
Let's go to the station.
yes, and we got like a lot of bad Japanese games that generation because developers had to develop for a system that was hard to develop for because it was popular in their country, and they didn't have the money to port to other systems because up to that point, Japanese devs released
Let's
games
go
on one or
in.
two systems. You know,
Yeah.
like most big
What?
Japanese games
You get hurt.
in the previous generation released on the PS2. You know,
Yep.
Train will
The PS2 or the GameCube.
shortly.
Yeah, PS2 and GameCube, yeah. Or a Game Boy.
Yep.
Advance.
And rarely did they get ported between the two. Like you had situations like with Capcom where it was, yeah, big push on the GameCube with the Capcom 5, Piano 3, Dead Phoenix, Beautiful Joe, Killer 7, and Resident Evil 4.
A train
Yeah.
came from
And
the beach.
the moment they made
There
it
was
for the
no driver,
GameCube,
right?
they're like, shit,
go.
this thing isn't selling. We need to
Right?
switch over to the PS2 now.
Yeah.
And then they did.
Come on, Grandpa Roxas, get on the train.
It's just difficult for them.
Let's go home and work on the paper.
The rumors were bogus. The end.
I
You
want
still make it
bananas
sound
on
good
my
if we write
waffles.
about all the work we did.
Speaking of waffles,
But what
I had the
about the
cookies
last
and
one?
cream
The
pancake
seventh
at
wonder?
IHOP yesterday.
Who cares?
Holy shit.
do.
That is the
Come on, Pence.
sugariest, fattiest, nastiest pancake I've ever had.
Roxas.
It was
It's at
rough
that
to
haunted
eat.
mansion.
Yeah.
It had whipped cream, chocolate syrup, custard, chocolate chips, and mini M&Ms on it. Oh, and chunks of
Um,
Oreo.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, it was hard to eat. I was gonna eat my omelet with it, but I didn't. I took like one bite of the omelet, ate the pancakes, and then almost fell asleep in the booth.
Yeah.
Then I had to drive home from Holland all the way back to Otsego, kind of nodding off. Wow!
What?
Good job, Skelly. Wow, that fucking weirded me out. I just looked over to Foxy's server, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Trink was getting advertised, and I'm like, did Trink join Foxy's server?
Oh.
Just our little contacts are just spreading, you know.
That's the point. That's the goal of this.
But then I realized it's not spreading at all. It's just Skelly sneaking his way into any server we
You
join.
know something?
Which is technically
We were
spreading.
gonna check the mansion out
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Sorry, our entire audience is
Suspicious
spreading.
place.
Yeah.
Right.
Technically, yeah.
Even Cypher's gang was gonna help.
Cypher?
Cypher.
Yeah, Hanner asked him
That
to.
bitch. I fucked his
Me-
sister.
Me and Cypher go way
So,
back. I
what are
used to
we
date
looking
his
for?
cousin, Triangle Girl.
Well, they say there's a girl who appears at the second floor window.
Girl, you
even though
say.
No one's lived here for years.
Hey, look, it is a grill. A grill. Nominee is Real Grill.
Gamer Grill.
Real Grill hours.
Real Grill.
I like these drawings.
Oh, nominees drawings.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's cute. I like that one the best.
Nominee? This is...
I fucking love Kyrie's
Me?
design in 3.
Yeah.
And
Me too.
Axel's here too.
You are best friends.
What were the other two
Very
supposed to
funny.
be?
Don't you want to know the
Pyramid
truth
Head and Triangle Girl, obviously.
about who you really are?
One of them looks like it might be
No one
trying to
knows
be
me
Donald
better than
and
me.
or Pluto on the
Of course.
right for whatever reason.
But I don't get what's been happening lately.
Puberty.
Puberty. It seems
You know
too
these,
much for
don't
me.
you?
Yeah.
After me.
I don't want to be
Sora,
told to
Donald,
grow
and
up.
Goofy. They're from the
I
dreams.
don't want to change.
About a year
I just
ago,
want to have fun.
some things happened. And I had to take apart the memories, change them, and fall apart. But now, I'm putting them all back.
Is that what
exactly
did you
the way
see what I
they were.
posted?
No, you.
It's taken me a long time. But
Gravity.
pretty soon,
It
Sora will be his
seems
old
too
self
much.
again. The process has been affecting you too, Roxas.
You mean the
What is that
dreams?
song? I know that.
Yes.
Why can't I think of what it is?
you
I'm looking it
and
up
Sora
for
are
me right now.
connected. And in order for Sora to become
Don't tell me,
completely
because I want to
whole
figure it
again,
out for myself
he needs you.
without Googling it.
Me? What for?
You hold half of what he is.
This is upsetting.
He needs you, Roxas.
Nominee?
God damn it! What is it?
Nominee.
Gravity.
These pigs
Who
are
are you?
after me, after
After
you.
you.
With
Gravity.
and those around
Like
him.
it was yesterday when we could run away.
That's what Diz called
When
me.
we could run away, far away from
I don't know
here.
why I have this
MCR.
I've got a bulletproof
I just
heart.
do.
Yeah. Got a
I'm not
hollow
even sure
point
there's a
smile.
right way for me to
Yep,
use
it's
it.
bulletproof heart.
Bulletproof Heart by
I
MCR.
can't
Yep.
help you there.
As soon as the line "I've got a
That's funny.
bulletproof heart" crossed the threshold of my mind, I
Suddenly,
knew
I
exactly
feel
what
like-
it was.
I don't know
Yeah,
myself
I
at
would
all.
say that us kind of ignoring the story to talk about My Chemical
I guess I
Romance
would
is
like
bad,
to
but
know.
this is exactly the way we were talking when we first played this game,
What
so
do you know about me?
totally lines
I
up.
don't.
Yeah.
You
Also, it's just how you do commentary.
were never supposed
Just
to
talk
exist.
about.
Random shit, whatever
I
comes
I
to
just,
mind,
I
really.
just keep looking down in the chat and seeing Skelly saying "Fat Kid Alert."
How could you even say such a thing?
Even
Even if it were true.
honestly,
I'm sorry.
Hence isn't
I
that
guess
fat.
some things really are
Seems
better
husky.
He just
left
wears,
unsaid.
yeah, he just wears baggy shirts.
That are in reference to the bodyguard, which I still have not seen anything for other than the
Roxas.
main character's design,
Roxas.
which
Huh?
looks oddly like Sora.
Did you see her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch the window. Closely. Oh,
Roxas, you
lame.
liar.
That's just the curtains moving.
Pence just
There must
punched
be
him
a
in the
draft
fucking
somewhere.
stomach like, you piece of shit, Rox.
I'm surprised this old place even has curtains. Yeah. Well, let's head back to the usual spot.
I watched a
Tanner and
video
Leonard
that
waiting.
went over 3 different pieces of Futurama media for people
Hey
that
guys, how'd it
weren't
go?
done
The
after
girl in the window turned out to
potentially
be a
binge
curtain
watching
flapping
the
in
original
wind.
series, or like they just wanted more Futurama content.
Already done.
Oh, right.
And it brought up the
So,
Simsorama
wanna know for
episode,
dinner? He's
and
probably
good lord,
upset.
that's actually a decent episode.
Is it? Where the, like the
We
crossover?
only have 2 more
It's a
days
way
together.
better crossover than
Huh?
the
Summer
Simpson
vacation,
guy episode.
remember?
Okay.
Oh,
Simpson guy. Oh god, that was an episode, wasn't it? Fuck.
Yep. Yeah, at least it makes sense to do a crossover with Simpsons and Futurama, unlike Family Guy.
Yeah.
Because they were both
same.
created by Matt Groening.
Yep.
And I think have some of the same writers on board.
Yes.
between the two, so it works on a multitude of levels.
Tomorrow, we search the town.
Next day's the fair.
But yeah, honestly,
last
for
day of
where it
summer.
is in the series of
Don't say
Simpsons,
that.
it
Give
was
me an
definitely a
ulcer.
breath of fresh air and a
Not
really
if you
good
Yeah.
explode from all
episode
that
compared
ice
to
cream
what
first.
else had happened in the season. Because that list of complaints I said are like a large portion of every season. There's always episodes that make
Why
up
did
all
you
of those
show him the
complaints.
train?
Because he missed the
Like
trick.
I think it's just that like there used to be like
That's almost kind of
a
you.
hearty burst. Like I think when I was watching it with you, I burst out
What
laughing in
about
almost
you?
every episode.
Yeah,
Oh, the holes
And
in your memory is starting to fill
Now
in.
it's like as time goes on, you
Yes.
laugh less and less,
The
and
haze is
spaces
clearing.
between increase.
The same thing is
but
happening
like
to
at least
everyone
to
who
like
had
season
time
15, I
to
was still
solve it.
having a chuckle. But like to season 31, I
Very
was just
soon,
like,
to them,
eh.
he'd be like
That
a good
joke's
friend
kinda
who's
funny.
gone away for a year.
Yeah. Did Pro Jared upload a video? Guess not, huh?
I've waited, and now I want
My
to
kitty has
know,
arrived.
What is it that you want?
She's finally here, performing for you.
Revenge.
If you know the words, you can pet her.
Now for the finishing touches. First,
Hey, kitty.
we must dispose of Namine.
Not
She did a
Nimone.
splendid job with Sora.
Nemone.
It's high time she disappeared. Roxas isn't the only one who was never meant to
Leonard
exist.
Nimoy.
Take care of it, Ansem.
Hey Diz, why does your skin tone change when you take off your mask?
Good question.
He just wipes off the shoe shine. Or he just eats a bunch of chocolate when he puts the mask on and it just
I
covers
mean,
his
you
mouth.
gotta do what you gotta do to get a
taken by the Heartless?
Those
Keep
worlds will be
your
restored
identity
if we lead
secret, I
Ansem,
guess.
Right?
Would you wear
If we
blackface to
do
hide from
lead
the
it,
organization?
And all these worlds become restored and
I
disconnected.
mean, it wouldn't
what's
tell
gonna
them who I
happen to this
was, so
place
maybe.
And to us.
That's convincing,
All worlds
blackface.
begin in darkness, and all so end.
That's
The
correct.
heart is no different. You see, darkness is
That's-
the heart's true essence.
I don't think that
That's not true.
was.
The heart may be weak, and sometimes it may
Yeah,
even
that
give
didn't
in.
sound like Billy
But I've
Zane.
learned
Yeah.
that deep down there's a light that never goes out.
Kingdom
North.
Fill me!
Yeah, I don't think that's him. I think they switched voice actors for whatever reason.
You're wrong.
Because they
Billy
didn't
Bane.
really
I know
need
now,
to reanimate
without a
this
doubt.
scene.
Kingdom Hearts.
So why does his
is
voice
light.
sound different?
Maybe they just lost the rights. I typed in Andom on accident. Voice actors Billy
Also,
Zane.
his
He's only Billy Zane in Kingdom Hearts and Chain of Memories, and then he switches to Richard. They switch to Richard Epcar for later games.
Yeah.
Kyrie.
Which I assumed is who they used for the Riku anthem for this game, which we saw
Oh, that's,
talking to Diz.
Kyrie.
That's
But-
Remember what you said before? I'm always
Also,
with you too.
Billy Zane's
I'll come back
performance
to
in
you.
Demon Knight
I
is
promise.
Phenomenal.
still one of my favorite
you will.
performances.
It was great seeing him around.
Yeah.
Also, he fucking plays Richard Epcar plays a bunch of people. He plays one moment. He plays Ansem and Terra Xehanort. He plays
He's gotta
Principal.
find
Called,
Riku
he
and
plays the
King
Principal in
Mickey.
Persona 5.
But where do we start looking?
He plays
for
Akuma
that
in
there
Street Fighter
door to
5. He
the
plays Bato from Ghost in the Shell. Plays the Joker in a bunch of
That's
stuff.
the king's seal.
Nice.
Hey, have you seen King Mickey?
He plays He plays one of the cooler villains in Final Fantasy
Let's go.
XIV. My favorite villain, actually.
Nice.
Boop-a-doop-a-doo. What else do you play? He plays
also the
Preventus.
fact
He
that it
plays
just-
Preventus Avenici in Elder Scrolls 5.
Nice.
Skyrim. Go on.
I was just gonna say it also seemed like he was having fun with the role, which also adds to an actor's performance.
Yeah.
Castle Oblivion.
I've been to
Yeah, he plays
see
Bato. Yeah, he gets around.
He looks a
Yeah.
lot like you.
There's a lot of Kingdom Hearts VAs that have been in a lot of things.
Oh, he's Jigen from Ghost in the Shell, or he's Jigen from Lupin the Third.
Yeah.
Like in everything, starting with the Legend of the Gold Babylon. He's been in every like major Lupin the Third movie.
Is this new? No. Maybe?
Yep.
I don't remember this scene.
He plays Joseph Joestar in Diamond is Unbreakable.
Nice.
Plays Joseph Joestar, Jessica Jigan. Wow, yeah, he gets around. That's right, Liara, I'm playing with your feeties.
I'm excited to read part 2. Because it's set in what I'm assuming is America now, and I'm interested to see their interpretation of America in the 1900s.
Yeah.
Why do you have the Keyblade?
He's an Billy Zane's an SSX tricky. Cat, you're slipping off. You're slipping. Shut up.
Play that.
Cat.
I've never touched SSX Tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Are we ever gonna get to see a close-up look of the books in this room? I don't remember if there's a good view. Because there's like a stack of books in Roxas's room that say like Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Such.
You learned that from Boundary Break, didn't you?
Yeah. For a split second, I don't know if you noticed it, but you can see Roxas shift into Sora as the birds pass.
Yep.
Very cool.
Man, I
Cat, you're a
sleep
baby.
last night.
And you just can't not noodle around.
Guys? Huh?
Every day she be noodling.
Also, how long do people complain that this opening takes?
I don't know, they complain that it takes a long time. I actually really like the opening because it's this...
Because don't they, like, I think people have complained that it takes like 3 and or 6 hours? And it's
Not
like,
6
no.
hours, that's ridiculous. At most 3.
Honestly, not even, because we're at the 2 hour...
Because you died a bunch, and it's only 8 o'clock.
We're at the 2:10 mark.
We're at the 2:10?
Yeah, based on the recording time, we're at the 2:10, so no, this opening doesn't really take that long.
I'm used to games being super fucking long, so it doesn't bother me none.
That too, yeah.
There are certain people I know that, like, once the game goes over the 10-hour mark, they just drop it and switch to something else.
Dude, speaking of 10-hour marks, the fucking Dragon Quest S demo is 10 hours. And when I read that, I was like, oh man, that's actually really fucking sick. Good job,
If your save data transfers, that'd be sick.
I don't, well, it might, I don't know. But yeah, if you complete the 10-hour demo, you also get some skill seeds.
If you
Sure.
if you hadn't bought me 11 original, I probably wouldn't buy S, but because you didn't, I'll pick it up when I get to it.
I mean, because I did?
No, because you did buy it for me, yeah. I'm perfectly fine buying S instead of having to pay for it.
I would suggest you buy S as well. I have no problem paying for that game twice. Because that game deserves the money. Because I want more Dragon Quest. I need more Dragon Quest in my life.
I don't really agree with that second part because I don't care how good a game is. I'm not paying $100. Well, I mean, I'm not paying $100 for it, but regardless, I'm perfectly down paying $40 for this one. They never paid for the first one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like Kingdom Hearts. I've bought every version that has ever come out of this series for most games, given like 1 or 2 titles.
Yeah, I had no problem buying the HD collection because I got it for like $30 and it's every game.
Yeah.
Most of which I haven't actually paid for. Most of which I just played. The biggest ones I played at your house.
Yeah.
The Kingdom Hearts games I bought were 358, Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I didn't actually buy Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 until I bought the HD collection.
Olette!
But yeah, I like with Devil May Cry 5, I would never buy the game again. But what I would do is buy I would upgrade to special edition, like an expansion pack.
Yeah.
The Roxas that I know is long gone.
For like $15 or 10 to 15 at most.
I see how it is.
But at the same time, you also bought the HD collections multiple times.
I bought it once.
Thought you had it on the PS3 as well.
Not at all, no. I bought, I played the PS2 versions of 3. The PS2 version of 3 and the PS3 version of 4, but then I bought the HD collection, which is 1 and 3, so. Yep. And then I got that for like $20, so yeah, it's a win-win. Like I really like. I don't particularly enjoy how single games are being re-released. I much prefer the collection format that came out that was popular during the 360 PS3 generation.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm super down for the Mass Effect trilogy, assuming it includes everything. Like even if it's the same games as before without a lot of graphical upgrades and no mechanical changes, I will happily pick it up just to have all 3 of those games with all their DLC.
Yeah, definitely.
I just really hope that, like, there are a bunch of people on Twitter, like, going, oh, you should change 1 to be more like 2 and 3, and I'm, like, dying inside as I'm reading it. It's just... I understand. I felt the same way in the beginning, but I eventually just sucked it up and learned how the system worked and really enjoyed myself, you know?
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's like, it's annoying at first because it looks like a third-person shooter, but once you get out of that mindset, it becomes much better.
Developers had a vision for their product. Learn it and get used to it.
Yeah, and once you do, you'll very much be rewarded. Like, I was worried that the whole game was going to be this, like, slow tactical experience, but by the time I got to the end, I was, again, playing a super aggressive, buffing and, like, charging into the fray.
Yeah.
And that's only 1 build. I went for a fucking shotgun build. You can go for a sniper build. There's all kinds of different builds you can do in that game that
It'd be like playing
reward
Final
different play
Fantasy
styles.
12 and being like, this isn't like the original games. I'm not gonna play it how it's supposed to be played.
I don't like the game, and I don't blame you. Like I would love it. Just, I mean, I wouldn't mind turn-based combat, but I fucking love BioWare combat that they did.
Yeah, the
so.
Gambit system's fan-fucking-tastic, and especially with the Zodiac Age. Now, given the fact that they updated it and patched it to have it so you can re-roll if you don't like what you choose, that's fantastic even more. That makes me like the game a lot more. Like, say you don't like Vaughn as a warrior time mage. You can, like, change out
it
to have him be whatever you want him to be.
Look forward to the very first version of that kind of system in Baldur's Gate and being, like, horribly underwhelmed.
Yeah.
I in my mind, that game played less like Baldur's Gate and more like, in my memory, I imagined it like Pillars of Eternity, but in reality, it's rough. Get used to like single spells, just one-hit killing characters because you got a bad roll because it's dice, because it's D&D, you know?
Yep.
Like,
I mean, it comes with the territory.
it's gonna be tough for us in co-op. Like, my main thing with co-op is that if we're able to pause combat to make decisions, then I'm down. But if it's not, that's
And
gonna
or
be
can
very
we
difficult.
save scum?
You probably can, but like part of that combat system and why it works is because you're able to stop time and think about what you're doing before it continues in real time.
Yeah.
Like 12,
like Divinity.
you know. Like Divinity's turn-based, but with like Final Fantasy 12, you can pause time to choose your attacks, right? For each character and assign, And it's real time with pause, and Baldur's Gate kind of started that system. And if we can't do that in co-op, which I'm worried we won't be able to,
Google it.
Okay.
That'd be something to Google. If that's the case, then
it's a no-go if that's the case.
We either try to suck it up and get used to it, or it's a no-go. And I'd lean more towards no-go. I don't feel like learning that. I don't feel like learning an entire RPG system and trying to get good enough to do an LP of it.
Okay, so apparently back in 2012 when this post was made, pausing had a huge delay on it, but because it's been 8 years, I think it's fixed. I'd hope it's fixed.
Well, we can also just test it tonight if you don't find
but we
a definitive
have
answer.
confirmed that pausing is functional. Or we could just do auto pause, where every time your character finishes an action, the game pauses.
Yeah. So kind of like a pseudo turn-based?
Yeah, pseudo turn-based, like what KOTOR can do, or what Dragon Age can do. I always confuse Dragon Age and Dragon Quest because the names. I know they're nothing alike, but the names confuse me sometimes.
Yeah.
Dragon Age.
Dragon Ball.
Your mind's made up?
I'm interested to read that. I'm gonna read through Dragon Ball at some
You
point.
can't turn on the organization.
What are you playing?
What
Oh,
are
you're
you
playing What is Demonics playing?
Organization 13. They're a bad
What
group.
does...
Bad.
That's
or good?
VRC on Twitch.
I don't know.
Yup.
It's
They're
not a
group of
Twitch
incomplete
game.
people who wish to be whole. To that end, they're desperately searching for something.
It says VR chat, yeah. Probably
Kingdom
Phasmophobia, though.
Hearts.
She hasn't changed the game over.
Oh.
Funny?
It's just
Well, what does it say in the
I think
Discord? Because usually Discord's
I've been
more
running away from the
reliable.
question I really want to ask. What's gonna happen to me now? Just tell me that.
Phasmophobia.
Nothing else
Yeah.
really matters anymore.
And then that's what she's playing.
Nothing else
are-
matters.
Nominate.
Never care
So-
for what they do. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask what PC games have we played on the channel so
No
far?
knowledge that has the power
Fallout.
to change your fate.
Because I have an idea for Christmas.
I want to
Fallout 2, Fallout 3.
A nobody doesn't have a right to know.
All right, Fallout 1 through 3.
Nor does it even have the right to read.
Alpha Protocol.
But what is
Wait,
a
for which
nobody?
channel? The YouTube channel or the Twitch channel?
Both.
We're out of
Oh,
time.
Everything
yeah.
for 20.
Fallout
Everything we
1,
played
2,
in
and 3.
2020. So Fallout 2 and 3, not Fallout 1.
Yeah.
Roxas, nobody's like us or only half a person.
Your mom's
You won't
half a person.
disappear.
Oh,
You'll be whole.
Give me your hole.
Disappear?
shut up.
No further outbursts.
Heck.
No, you won't disappear.
What PC games did you play
You'll...
to the channel?
Wait.
I don't think I played any PC games actually.
Well, that's easy. I'll just go to my footage folder and figure it out from there.
We will meet again.
I hope my cat hasn't ripped out any of my hard drives.
I may
Yeah.
not know it's you, and you may
You may not know it's me.
but we will meet again
Again.
someday
Some
soon.
sunny
I
day.
promise.
Let her go.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Damn the new TOS for making that being making that being our stream outro impossible.
Yeah. Also, yeah, I don't think I played any PC games, because I played Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, we watched 358, I did Fatal Frame 1 and 2, we attempted Metal Gear Solid 1, and I think that's about it that I've done. All these things that I've done. Ow, that was stupid. I keep forgetting I don't have a fucking dodge roll and it's bugging me.
Heck.
I go to press square expecting to roll and it's just a dodge. It's like, that's not what I need. Also, I watched someone do a randomizer of this, and that boss fight that's upcoming ended up not being who it was supposed to be, and it ended up being that shitty Roxas fight
Oh no.
that you kind of need reflect on. Surprisingly, though, she beat it, and I was very impressed. Because that boss fight, I think she was also on Critical.
Yeah.
So that boss fight super early on Critical without Reflect, or Leaf Bracer, or Second Chance. Granted, it scaled the HP to be an early game boss, but still that moveset. Roxas, you're an idiot.
Somebody invading my house, looking at my multi-monitor setup.
What he's about to do makes him stupid, because he could try to figure out this PC. And use
No.
it to teleport out. Whatever.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
Hi, Organism 13.
Hey, Orgasm 13.
I was about to say that. Damn it.
Orgasm 13 is like when you're both just like laying and you're broken. You're just like, ah, God, why? I'll never have sex again. Just like praying at that point. You're just so broken.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you have the Keyblade?
Shut
That
up.
That imagery of being distraught and disheveled sitting on a throne is my favorite.
It's pretty sick.
Because, like, the best example I can think of off the top of my head is Conquer.
Conquer,
Yeah.
same.
Fucking love
If we
that.
ever do
If
do
we
Conquer,
can
are we gonna play the
maintain
first Conquer game as
simulated
well?
town until Namine finishes
Oh, you
chaining
mean for the
together
Game Boy Color?
Sora's
No.
memories.
Aw, but we gotta know who he
maybe.
was before he had his downfall.
He holds half of Sora's
Maybe, I mean, if you
power
want
within
to.
Before his life fell apart.
In the end, you'll have to
I've
give
got it, so we could play it.
Until then, he'll
We should
leave
like
another
start it and see if we
personality
like it, and if we
to
don't,
show
we
off
should just
the
forget.
pursuers.
Yeah, that would work.
Poor thing.
Test the waters, see if it's any good.
It's the fate of a nobody.
I gotta make sure I have Baldur's Gate installed. I do. But I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
My Johnny, for the one
Oh,
they
will
call.
you please say hello to the folks that I know? There's a video on YouTube of that, but updated with like new nuclear explosions, and it's just as sad and horrifying.
Yeah, I'd believe it.
Because some of the explosions are like so zoomed out that you can like see a landmass nearby, and when the bomb goes off, you can see like the relation to the landmass and how big the explosion is. You know,
Yeah.
it's like Christ, we are just like seconds away from annihilation.
Yeah. Should get a bass and learn that bass line. Or a backing track.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perhaps.
da 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 da.
Oh. Oh no.
What?
Well, Crunchyroll just released their first original anime. It looks really bad. Oh my god, this is awful. It's called X-Arm, and it looks like garbage. Like, it's got worse animation than Ruby Season 1.
Ugh. Oh, don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Let me hit you.
Oh, that's dreadful. When you're the only animator, but you have a deadline to meet. Don't forget, guys, this is where everyone's subscription money goes to.
Simply amazing, Roxas.
Axel.
You really do remember me this time.
Oh, I guess this just proves that they should stick to being a streaming service and not an animation company.
Yup. They should also start paying the people that sub their fucking anime.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, it's only fair, Axel. You have 2 weapons.
I love how, like, one of the most there's been a bunch of hot takes by Alex Hutchinson, the director of Assassin's Creed 3.
Come here.
I love that the most opinionated game developer on Twitter right now is the man who single-handedly ruined Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
You made the worst game that actively ruined that series forever, and you're like talking shit on Twitter. You fucking failure as an artist. Sorry, I get really fucking... Because his hot take is like streamers should pay developers to stream their games. It's like, fuck off.
I disagree.
I strongly disagree, yeah, same.
We are essentially giving you free advertising.
Pretty much. Free advertising.
And
just-
also purchasing your goddamn product.
Also,
So
most
I
developers...
bought your game, I should be able to do with it what I fucking want to.
Also, the whole narrative of developers losing money from like piracy used games and from for like streams and stuff, you know, anything that isn't just buying the game is nonsense because most developers don't actually make royalties. Like when it says quote unquote developers, you mean maybe the team lead and the higher ups in the company, not the actual people that worked on the game.
Yeah.
Like if you're
Not
telling
the
me, if you were to tell
coders,
me
not the
that
artists.
not the programmers, the artists, the level designers, none of them. Not unless, like, you're telling me that it's a split royalty, that they get split royalties that gets divvied amongst them equally, then absolutely, but Otherwise, no.
Yep.
Everything wrong with the games industry exists purely within the companies that develop the games. It's not the responsibility of the consumer to fix that. It's the responsibility of governments to regulate that shit, and for game developers to stop being shitty people in general, I guess.
Yeah.
And with that, I will climb off my soapbox and put it on the top shelf of my closet. Sad news is I can't reach it.
That's not true.
Hey, Alice. I would. Good to see you, by the way. We haven't talked in a minute. Genuinely good to see you in the chat. I'm sneefily.
Let's meet again in the next life.
We'll meet again. Yeah, you're right. Fuck sleep.
Silly.
My life was really, really busy until I realized that, oh, I just don't need to sleep. And then everything got better when I stopped sleeping. I had so much extra time to do things such as eating cheese and cleaning my room and petting my cat.
Heavy petting ensues.
And smoking crack. You know, the important things in life.
Donald. Baby?
Looks like my summer vacation.
Crimson and Clover. Over and over.
At last, the Keyblade's chosen one.
Who are you talking to? Me? Or Sora?
Nice, sounds really good.
Of Sora, of course.
Hey Alice, have you ever had
Man, that
Marmite?
does sound delicious.
Reside in darkness.
Have you ever had a Marmite or Vegemite before?
What I need is someone who can move about the realm
I want
of light
sweet pickles.
and destroy
Or bread and butter
Organization 13.
pickles.
Why?
Sounds good.
Who are you?
I am a servant of the world.
The waddle.
I should just go make a... Oh, you don't like
If I'm
Marmite?
a
Okay.
servant, then you should consider yourself
A tool
at best.
best.
Was that supposed to be a joke? 'Cause I'm not laughing.
My apologies.
Yeah, it
This
is.
only a data-based projection.
Super salty, like me. After a night of Apex. It's not bad. I mean, to be honest, Jesse McCartney isn't a voice actor. He's a music dude. Versus like Haley Joel Osment, who is a voice actor.
Has been doing this voice, or the voice of Sora for the last 20 years.
I thought, okay, you weren't talking about Christopher Lee, right? Because Christopher Lee is killing it.
Christopher Lee is good in most things.
I hate
He's
you
annoying.
so much.
You should
I love
share
this line.
some of that hatred with Sora. He's far too nice for his own good.
No.
I like
My
that.
heart belongs to me.
Honestly, though, Roxas's voice is kind of childish and whiny.
Yeah. He's a
But
child.
he's also a
But
child,
also,
and he's whiny.
the person who's voicing him isn't really an actor.
Sora.
I don't even know who Jesse McCartney is, to be honest with you.
Music dude, you had it right the first time.
He's a music dude? Okay, yeah. Film philanthropy? Oh, fragrance. What?
You're lucky.
Hey, let's
Oh,
check
he's-
his
My
IMDb.
summer vacation is
I'm looking at his... We got a bunch of rewards. I want to see what his filmography is.
Go to his IMDb page.
Alright, so what was he? He was in a bunch of garbage.
In Kingdom Hearts, go figure.
He was in Chernobyl Diaries.
Cool.
So a bunch of garbage.
He was in Fear the Walking Dead. That's cool.
He was in every Kingdom Hearts game apparently, except for
Oh, he's the
Young-
voice
in-
of Theodore. Huh.
Yeah. So, like I said, music
Nothing.
dude, and nothing else. I'm
Yeah.
not whiny, nor am I a child. I can be whiny. I can be whiny at times, though. Why isn't Cyberpunk out yet? See,
Honestly, yeah, he's mainly well known for his Kingdom
Sora.
Hearts and/or music career.
Who's there?
Oh, he's also the voice of JoJo in Horton Hears a Who.
Sora, wake up.
Okay. I was really confused for a moment there.
I know, that's why I said that the way I did.
Sono chino sadame. Joe. Joe's Bizarre Adventure. Once you get caught up to the end of part 5, you should watch all the openings.
Yeah.
Sula.
Donald! Goofy!
That was some.
Hey, racial slur, how's it
You
going?
mean we were asleep?
I guess we must have been, or I didn't think we'd be so drowsy. When do you think we went to sleep?
Let's see. We defeated Ansem,
Yup.
restored peace to the world.
Is Song of the South on Disney Plus?
Oh yeah.
Better be.
And then we went to look for Riku.
That's what we should watch one of these
That's right
nights.
so far.
No, if they cut the episode with Michael Jackson, Song of the South wouldn't be
What
on
does your journal
Disney
say,
Plus.
Jiminy?
The Simpsons episode, I mean.
I just found a
There's
fucking
only
article
one
called
set.
Song of the South will never be on Disney
Thanks,
Plus.
nominee.
Yeah.
I wonder who that is.
Which is unfortunate, because... I don't know, it's just a piece of history.
It is. It's also the first movie to mix. It was one of the first Disney movies besides Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Who Framed Roger
Mixed
Rabbit
live
came
action.
second, got all the credit for it. But Song of the South was the first Disney movie to actually mix live action and animated, you know?
Yeah.
Now the real game starts.
Yeah, pretty much. Blah blah blah. I'm thinking about abilities.
I'm like, there are times where I will say ridiculous things just to be like inflammatory, but very rarely have ridiculous things that I have said been so accurate as the time I said SMT or Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE is the Song of the South of video games. Because no matter how many times I think back to it, I can't deny the accuracy of the statement.
Yeah. That's the beauty of subtitles, Alice, and honestly, I don't...
If I made this
understand
game, Donald, if I made this game, Donald would say horribly racist things, but you wouldn't be able to tell because the subtitles would say different stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be the same subtitles, just Donald would be saying horribly racist shit. But yeah, Tokyo Mirage Session Sharpie is the Song of the South of video games, and I keep thinking back to that statement, trying to poke holes in it, but it's stupidly accurate. I'm really proud of myself.
Yeah. I like how they just decide to
Yeah, I was gonna
wander
say-
into this back alley.
They just immediately went to the Why would they decide to go
I
there?
think I've been to this town.
Maybe because Sora feels attached to it, started wandering toward this way. Because of the
but
connection that
Guess I must have
with
imagined
Roxas
it.
and nonsense. I don't know.
all you would need to do is like show Donald and Goofy not knowing where to go, and then show Sora walking in instead of them two walking in and him hanging back.
Yeah.
But then again, they should all walk that way. It's like going, why are we going this way? It's like, I don't know,
Love
it feels
you.
right.
Yeah, I don't know. Love you.
What do you want?
That's not picking up on Mike, is it?
Just wondering what was
That
back
did,
here.
yeah.
Heck.
Now you know. This is our spot.
You didn't respond this time.
Or
Or at least
what?
it picked up in case you
You're
responded.
New around here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
That was
Hanson.
funny that one time I
Nice
did
to
it.
meet you. But we got stuff. to
Geez,
do,
apparently
so
the load
catch you
times for the new Demon Souls are super
My
fast.
name's Alette.
Which I'd
Yeah.
hope they would be.
Hey, did you finish up the summer homework yet?
I guess that's good
Independence
because they're not
Day's
weighing it down with
first,
graphics.
huh?
Yeah.
Homework.
I like seeing the people whine about the developers not implementing the cut
What are your
content.
names?
Oh,
For Demon
sorry.
Souls?
Yeah.
We're Sora,
They should,
Dawn,
but
and Goofy.
Hey
I
there.
think they
But
wanted
yeah.
to respect the wishes of the developers or of FromSoft and not put it in
Sora,
because I think
Donald,
FromSoft didn't want them to do it
Goofy,
either or something
just
from
met
what I
Sora.
read.
I honestly just want the original game but on
Sure
PC,
seemed in a
but
hurry.
whichever
He
one
had
I
a black
get.
coat on, so I couldn't see his
Technically,
face.
if RPCS3 works well enough, it is on the You see?
Yeah.
Which it does, and I think I played some of it. I don't remember. Anyway.
You did. You
Where'd
did.
you see him?
I recall.
At the station.
Oh, also, I
The
tested out
station,
Citra
thanks.
with 3 houses.
You'd better get back to that assignment.
I say if they, the way they're working on that fucking...
Treehouse? Did you mean Yuzu?
Yeah, Yuzu, not Citra.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Like with Citra, if they give it, like,
Yeah, let's
as
get
hard
to the
as they're
station.
working within, like, maybe the next year, I'll potentially play that game perfectly.
Nice. I'm looking
Oh,
into getting a.
Almost perfect.
I'm looking into getting a 6 terabyte. Looking into getting a 6 terabyte hard drive for just games because the one I have right now isn't big enough to hold all my Steam games. And once I get it, I'm gonna load it up with ROMs for everything and start my emulation quest.
Yeah.
Let me take a look at my.
But yeah, Yuzu so far is looking pretty good. Hell, I
Hey,
got
you. Where'd you
What's
come
up,
Dragon
Alice?
Quest 11 works.
You here to pick a fight?
How am I
with us or
copying you,
something?
Alice?
Fight? We're not here to fight.
Okay.
Immediately
smart
insults
Alex.
him.
Yeah.
Time to teach you how to behave in my town. Bring it.
Man, what a jerk.
How am I copying you, Alice? I want to know.
One moment.
Here are your dueling
If
pistols.
you're gonna fight, why not make it a proper struggle?
What?
You see, Cypher, I'm
Ah,
a really
I see.
big fan.
It's like, if you're gonna fight, why not make it a proper
In other
struggle?
words, I
What?
wanna
Pulls
see
out a
more of
pistol,
your
shoots them both in the
super
legs.
cool
All right, begin. Ah!
You handled the tournament with real style, and you absolutely dominated the title match. But I just can't get enough. Don't you see? The match is
I
Repeat.
can't
far
get
too
off
short.
unless I see the two of you fighting.
And what's your
The
name?
winner gets my wife.
Sora, if you want to fight a match, you just say the
The
word.
sight of 2 kids beating the ever-living fuck out of each other gets my rocks off real well. I don't want to be around this guy anymore. I'm leaving.
Why is it that all the shit I say like that gets taken out of context, but whenever you say this kind of thing, nobody gives a shit?
Because I say really fucked up and dark things.
Yeah, I guess because I try to maintain a general level of wholesomeness, so when I say things like I learned it from kids, it gets fucking ripped out of its context and made horribly embarrassing and funny.
Also, because I have no reaction to what I say, I just say whatever I want without thinking, which gets me into trouble a lot, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I don't really give a shit.
Yeah. I was going through the clips, and there's a bunch of them that are just really embarrassing for me, but I still grabbed them anyways because they were funny. Like, I'm in that thing of like, is this embarrassing for me? Yes. Is this actually funny? Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess it's going in the compilation. Cat,
Chest over there.
you're very small. How do you even handle these things? Cat, one day I will get you a gun. And you'll be able to defeat them all. Even the children. Yeah, the cat spray them where I sprayed myself on the face with air is in it. Absolutely. And they're also not in any particular order. I just mixed them up so that different games would get shown. So, like
Alice,
the...
that killed me as well. That was fucking hilarious.
It was real funny. Tried spraying her with air, and then I just ended up spraying myself in the face.
Yeah.
Like, ah! You're the one, and Alex, you didn't even crop those from the original recording. You cropped those from the fucking, from the rerun.
Donald, that thunder spell's fucking ear raping.
It's real good. It's a good clip.
I was scrolling through Haka Neko on one of the random manga sources, and I saw one called Lolicon something, and I'm like, I'm moving on with my day.
Yup.
Not exploring
at the-
that title further.
I've worked past. There was a point where I would defend like lolly characters and things, and sometimes you can. However, I'm at the point now where it's not like it's no like certain times you can defend it absolutely, but there is something darker underlying going on with all that.
Oh,
I've
yeah, of
read,
course.
I have like run into too many situations where the the P word, I guess, is being like accepted in Japanese fiction to the point where it's like I'm actively uncomfortable.
Oh yeah,
know?
definitely. Like that's
It-
just fucking.
It went from
kinda
this is
gross.
a small cultural
It's
thing where
really
this
gross.
kind of cute character is appreciated to, oh, there's something much darker going on here, and I don't want to think about it.
Yeah. The Japanese and Twitter trying to normalize that behavior.
Okay, so I
is
want
an
to point out
issue.
that Hideki Naganuma tweet was actually, I think, a Laurel and Hardy bit that was taken out of context. And he doesn't know English that well, so when he posted it, it came out super bad. Angelo pointed that out to me, apparently, and I'm like, oh, that makes
What
it
did
a
he
lot better.
post?
Oh, he's something really sketchy about kids, and like
Oh.
everybody was freaking out on him. He's like, "What are you people freaking out about?" You just assume that everybody knew the bit, but not only do not people know what the most people not know what the fuck Laurel and Hardy is, which I don't.
I
But-
barely. I know of Laurel and Hardy, but I've never seen
Right.
any of the sketches.
But
or
apparently, that led to a whole thing, and it's like he posted it poorly, and because his English isn't great.
bits. Yeah.
So big misunderstanding.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, but
Oh man, I need to watch John Wick.
I do too. I've never seen any of those movies.
I watched most of The Mandalorian in VR chat with Val, but yeah, I'll probably watch John Wick soon because I like Keanu Reeves and cool action movies.
Also, I was gonna mention when you said something about being down to watch specifically Twin Peaks, but shows in general, we should probably just stick to movies.
Yep. When we have the free time that we used to, we can watch shows, but for now,
Because there's two, like, I can watch movies or shows no problem because I have a lot of free time. But like, as
I
a
don't.
group, we kind of can't because you
Yeah.
don't have the free time.
yep, my pacing through media nowadays is glacial, unless
Yeah.
I actively take time off of work to do it, you know.
Yep.
Okay, you should check the audio in a minute, or
Yeah,
right
that
now.
probably is the case because this game is kind of loud. I'll turn it down.
I'm fucking grooving to the music though. Like this is one of the most underrated soundtracks in games.
I feel like 17.5, I guess. That sounds.
I guess I should go drink the last of my
Yeah, that's too
Screwdriver.
quiet.
yeah. I'll be right back.
Alright.
She's a kitty, she's small and cute, I waited. Do 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 do. She's
Do
dancing
like
to the music.
17.
She's dancing to the music and she's not very pleased about it. All right, kitty, into the recycling basket you go.
Okay, 16.5 seems to be the best. Yeah, that's still too kind of quiet. So let's wait until someone's talking and see.
Your Majesty?
Yeah, that seems
You gotta
good.
board the train and leave town. The train knows the way. Here.
Here. Oh.
Your Majesty!
Long, bitches.
The king? Was that really him?
It could have been. Yep, I know it was.
Now we know
I
he's
ruined the
okay.
integrity of Star Wars and it'll never be the same. Ho ho!
The king was locked in the realm of darkness, right?
Uh-huh.
But we just saw him.
Yep.
And if the king is here, that means Riku's
Next
here.
grocery trip, I need to buy more vodka.
He's gotta be.
Well, I'm gonna go
My
look
alcoholism
for
needs to be
Riku.
supported.
Then he and I can go back to the
Oh, I
islands
own
together.
Fox.
Kyrie's
Oh.
there waiting for us.
Oh, I'm an alcoholic.
What are you two gonna
I'm
do?
What
the
about
mascot of
Dimsdale?
Evil Corporation. Ho ho!
Of course, Sora. You have to ask.
Pretty soon I'll own the world. Ho ho!
Hey, what's so funny?
Consolidation.
Your face.
Yeah.
Oh man. You know what I crave? What I want right now?
What do you say,
What?
guys? Let's stick
Oh,
together
vodka.
for
But besides
one more
vodka,
journey.
peach cobbler sounds really good.
Yeah, that does sound good.
Where again?
We have to board the train.
Am I going to be invited to
Oh,
your
yeah.
guys' Dimsdale? I'm not even having pain. Okay.
Come on.
Am I going to be invited to your guys' Thanksgiving dinner?
I don't know. You wanna be?
Oh no, because I'm going to be going to my mom's and eating a bunch too. So I guess it's literally just a scheduling thing.
Wait up.
Oh, what do you want, Hannah?
Hey, Sora?
What?
Nothing, but
I look forward
Can't see you
to
off.
another election
Just
cycle of an
seemed like something we ought
uncontroversial
to do.
candidate.
Oh,
Yeah.
Miss the old
Probably never
Obama
happened.
days.
thanks.
Implying that Obama wasn't controversial?
You should hurry.
Not to anyone we listen to.
Right.
Well, we were too young to care. Literally, when
Now-
that
and now
election was
I'm-
happening, we were in middle school.
And now I'm too old to care.
Yeah.
What is it?
Too young to notice. Too dumb to care.
They're the same.
Love was a story that couldn't compare.
Yeah, no, when Obama was being
3
elected, it
tickets,
was
please.
when, like, we were in 6th grade, I think. Because I remember we were talking about it in my, history class
Yep.
with, my 6th grade history teacher.
I can't help
By
feeling
that,
like
I
we won't see
remember
this
of
town again.
all other things is beyond me.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
You're thinking too much.
I remember
Yeah.
I remember our teachers actually
You're right.
asking us who we wanted to elect and like having us fill out quiz questionnaires and shit. And I'm like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Heck.
Honestly, the way I see it, as long as Biden does the same thing as Trump and doesn't impede on my lifestyle, I don't give a shit who's in office.
Couldn't agree more.
As long as he doesn't start any unnecessary wars that we'd need to be drafted for, because I'd be pissed.
There's a line in Game of Thrones I really like. 1 minute. Game of Thrones. I'll keep. There's a line. I'll figure it out 1 second. Storms come and go. The big fish eat the little fish, and I keep on paddling. It's a
Yeah.
line from Game of Thrones referring to this exact topic. I fucking adore it.
A good line, yeah. Get on the train.
Okay.
Come on,
Let's
ride
go.
the train.
And ride it.
Bye.
Come on, ride the train.
Hey, Sora?
Choo train.
You sure we haven't met before?
How long is this cutscene?
Positive.
Hmm.
Why do you ask?
I'm gonna go attempt to make a bathroom break during this cutscene. I'll be right back.
He's making a bathroom break for it, folks.
You okay?
Yeah. Don't know where it came from.
Pull it together.
Right. See ya.
By dawn. I like how you misspelt it, Alice, because I'm like imagining like a Power Rangers villain. Lord Bydon. Kneel before Lord Bydon and his army of slammers. Like a giant mech suit. Lord Bydon. I know. Bye. Done. Oh man. Man, I was just thinking, like, after my adventures yesterday, I've come to the conclusion that if, like, I had sex regularly, I would lose weight rapidly. I'd hit my ideal body shape in no time. Because for me, that shit's exhausting. Fun, but exhausting. And now that Travis is gone, and I can talk about it.
I'm sad.
Talked about it, I guess.
We'll be back.
Yeah, we can visit Hayner and those guys again.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, is he gonna be back in time?
Guess that's that.
Let's go.
Where is, like, I want to go to this
Go
location
where?
in the game. Oh, this
It's
is
not
probably
like we have
Time.
homes to return to.
I thought this was the place that Kyrie was hanging out at.
We don't exist, remember?
Yes, it's true. We may not have homes,
Hey, you made it back in time.
but
Cool.
there is some place I want to go. And
And that's all I have to
someone
say
I
about my
want to
penis.
see.
Hello, Travis.
Same
I've
here.
returned.
Yep.
So,
Alice has gone
you
silent,
think you
bringing
might
me
let
the
us
fears.
go? I know you're here to
And
get
in
rid of
true
us,
Metal
but
Gear fashion, this game continues to cutscene.
Diz wants to get rid of me?
Go.
This is new.
You sure about this?
Yeah, this is new.
I owe you both.
That's, yeah.
For what?
I owe you both.
Castle Oblivion. You helped us.
Sure, why not, Alice?
You don't have to tell me twice.
Ew.
I'm not really picky about that kind of thing, to be honest with you. As long as I can carry a conversation with the person before and after, and I don't feel horribly guilty and gross about myself, then I'm perfectly down.
Thank you.
I guess I'm just a slut like that.
Yeah.
Local
I
man
look at
is
as
slut.
long as she's clean, that's all that matters to me.
You're just like going at it, and she keeps swearing, and you're like, I can't do this. It's too much. You're too dirty. I had this thought, like, what do people who don't swear? What do they say during sex?
Oh yeah, that feels great. Keep doing that. There's a lot you can say without swearing. We just lack the capacity.
Damn, fucking burn, Travis. Christ.
Well, I mean, it's true. We've been
It's
swearing
very
and
true.
cussing for like the past 10 years now.
Yeah. I was like getting out of it too, where I was like
Same.
trying, and then the moment we started streaming again, we're like, we need the crutch. Yeah, me too, Alice. I was talking my friend's ear off the other day, or yesterday. It wasn't even the other day. It was last night. And she was, and I at that point where I'm like, I'm talking way too much. Christ.
How dare you waste necessary stream banter?
Yeah. Yeah. Afterwards, we smoked a bowl, ate pizza, and chatted.
Nice.
Hey, it's Pete. It's Pete. I love his voice so much.
Well, of course, it's Jim
I
Cummings.
sent some of my lackeys inside to see if the master in this here tower's as big and tough as they say.
What's he in? What else is he in?
Word
Let's
is,
find
he's a
out.
real powerful
Winnie the
sorcerer,
Pooh.
which
He's
would make
Tigger,
him
yeah.
a perfect bodyguard
Oh, he's
for
Pooh.
me.
Oh yeah.
And Tigger.
See, it don't matter how
He's
tough
he's the
Once he's a
singing
heartless,
voice
he'll
of
do as
Scar's
I say.
VA in Lion King. At
Oh, wow.
certain points.
Right. They're those
Yeah,
things
I
that
guess
come
the
out of the
VA
darkness
couldn't
in
reach
folks'
like certain
hearts.
pitches
Why,
during
with all those
the
heartless
Be
at her
Prepared
side,
song.
my dear friend Maleficent
So
is
at
gonna
certain
conquer
points
everything.
they had to use him.
And since I got me a debt to pay,
He's that guy.
I'm going round to
He's
a
one
bunch
of
of different worlds
he
and
plays a
building
character
an
that we
army
met.
of Heartless, special for her.
That we met in
Oh, why am I
Alpha
talking
Protocol
to you
already.
squeaks anyway?
Nice.
Go on, Scram. I'm behind schedule as it is.
He plays Minx,
You ought to
Firkog,
find something nicer
Gorion,
to do.
Kazak, Bazigal, Gromnir, Ikon, and Demogorgon in the Baldur's Gate series.
It's you.
Nice.
He plays.
What are you two Nimrods doing
He plays the
here?
Master in Fallout
What are
1.
you doing here?
You know
He also
him?
plays Set
Oh
and
yeah, he
Gizmo.
does
Sure
play the
do.
Master, doesn't he?
Pete's been
I
causing
knew that.
trouble for
Yeah,
ages.
he also plays the
His
Scribe
Majesty
Institute
banished him
scientist in
to
Fallout
another
4.
dimension a long time ago. I wonder how he
Winnie the
escaped.
Pooh, Tigger, Ed, and Julius.
You want to
Um,
know how, eh?
oh, he plays Not Reeve in
Maleficent
Mass Effect 2.
busted me out, that's how. And now your world.
Do-do-do-do-do.
No.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yours truly.
What's that?
I always
'Cause,
forget
Maleficent's gonna
that
help me
Mickey
conquer.
banished him for trying to
Maleficent.
cheat
Huh.
in fucking mini games and Birth by
Oh, what are you
Sleep.
laughing at? Why, Maleficent's power
He was
is
banished to the Dark
She's
Realm until
toast.
Maleficent let him out because he tried
Sorry, but
cheating to win a
Maleficent can't help
trophy
you
because he
now.
felt bad for losing
Wait, you got
constantly.
banished to the fucking Shadow Realm for cheating at a fucking
You're the ones
game?
that did
Yeah,
it.
Mickey, what the hell?
Might have had something
you'll
to
see
do
it.
with it.
You'll see that when we play Birth by Sleep.
Honestly,
Heartless
Alice,
squad,
I can totally
round up.
imagine that Pete likes to watch. He strikes me as that kind of guy. You know, I like to watch Maleficent, sometimes from a closet, sometimes from a chair, almost always dressed as Superman. Oh,
What?
You just wait.
apparently
Nobody,
PS5 just
and I
lost an
do mean
exclusive.
nobody,
Apparently,
messes with the
Godfall.
mighty Pete.
Godfall was going
So,
to be a
Mighty
timed
Pete,
exclusive for the PS5 and
Who
is
lives
no
in this
longer a
tower
thing.
anyway?
The exclusivity is no longer a thing, or the game's no longer a
You
thing?
don't know, eh?
The
Well, it's
exclusivity is no
old
longer a
Ian
thing.
Sid.
It's coming to
Of
other
course,
systems.
He's probably
good.
heartless by
It was supposed to
now.
be
I think
an
exclusivity is
exclusive.
stupid.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a bit more of these as we get closer to the release. Because I think a lot of devs can't even handle exclusivity anymore.
Oh, it's
For our
not
benefit.
worth
Ian
it.
Sid is the king's teacher.
Wow, sounds powerful.
Yeah, I've heard, Alice. I really want to play
Not
Gears
surprised.
1, 2, and 3, but Microsoft
2
says
and
no.
3 are good.
Yep.